ba-da. Bum. Birthday Thracia stream. Oh shit, happy birthday. I'll type it in chat even for you. I'll use happy birthday as my test message. Okay, that seems to be working. Oh, I gotta edit the description because I think it still says... Yeah. Currently fundraising for Eyvel's health care. I really don't want to fucking recruit Eyvel. I'm gonna put an absurd price. I'm gonna say $350. Because I don't want to fucking recruit Eyvel. Otherwise... Nah, I don't wanna. I'm 25 and I feel so old. You are 11 years younger than me. Or, no, you're 10 years younger than me. Not allowed. Not allowed to... New chat rule. People aren't allowed to say they're old when they're younger than me. Danny's already got a foot in the grave. That just means I'm like Jagan. That makes me based. I'm like Marcus for real, for real. What are you doing, you goofball? My cat's crawling in, like, the most uncomfortable spaces, it looks like. You were granted the privilege of recruiting Xavier. Don't even start with me. Oh, did you take a very stinky poop? Hold on. I think I gotta empty the litter box. It's so stinky, baby! Your poop is so stinky! Oh god. Stinky, baby. Stinky! Garfield, Eyvel. Yeah, I intentionally put Eyvel's price, like, absurdly high. Unreasonably high. To discourage people from actually donating. That way when we don't recruit her, I can blame you. I can say it's chat's fault. I wanted to, but chat wouldn't let me. This is not Thracia. What the fuck?
That was not Thracia. What the fuck? Thracia weird root. Chris, things are getting a little bit weird root in here. Acting without pause or reprieve, the Liberation Army had broken through to Castle Leonster. They now stormed the gates with renewed fury. They fought only for one thing, the throne of Leonster. The kingdom's rebirth, Leaf's greatest desire, was tangentially close to becoming reality. We actually fight for two things because we're also fighting for Xavier's testosterone shot. We interrupt your regularly scheduled Fire Emblem 5 to bring you Mother 2 Earthbound. Okay, Ralph has the sleep edge. That's the strat, right? Chat, remind me, Ralph with the sleep edge is the strat, right? That's what people say is like the good thing to do with him. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Ralph can't crit. Okay. Oh, he can't kill with the crit. Okay. Okay. Oh! We didn't do a Misha unit review, did we? Because we captured her last map, but she wasn't a blue unit, so we didn't do a unit review. Alright. Let's do a fucking unit review. I just had to drink my water. So, Misha! She is a Pegasus Knight. It's the equivalent of Falcon Knight in this game. They get access to swords and lances. No staffs, because, you know, that would be too strong. It would be cool if they could be mounted staffers, but... yeah, she's a pre-promote with, like... I mean, these aren't her exact stats. She is getting dismount penalties, but these are close enough for government work. The main thing to emphasize is that her bulk is pretty bad, and her physical strength is not really where you want it to be, but her speed and magic are good. And she kind of ends up just being a magical sword user. Her growths reflect the same thing, with the exception of the fact that her magic growth is pretty awful. Actually, her strength growth, 55%, that's workable. Like, with a scroll, you can actually get her strength up. Of course, she's a level 4 promoted unit, so, like, you know, your mileage will vary, but she can use the Paragon Sword when dismounted. So, like, that's cool. That's kind of all there is to say about her. She does flying utility stuff, but you have 3 flyers before now, and the point of the game that we're at, there's only a few maps where flying really matters. Going forward, there's like, next map, Chapter 19, flight's a pretty big deal, and then on the Reinhardt map, and the map before that, flight's a pretty big deal, but otherwise, it's mostly like, oh, and the said map. Flight can matter a little bit on the said map, but like otherwise it's mostly either indoor maps or outdoor maps where flight's like fine, whatever. And so she sort of ends up being like, you know, a flyer who joins a little bit too late. If she could join on her recruit map, like last map where we captured her, that would be pretty cool. Cause like that's a pretty big deal for Flyers map. There's a lot of forests on that map. But as it stands, she's kind of just like a mage, but she only has 6 move. And has to use magical swords. Fun fact, once you recruit all the green units, you can recruit Xavier even if he kills a green unit. I mean, you don't even need to keep the green units all alive at the same time, but, I mean, I think it's probably telling of just how meh Misha is that chat's talking about Xavier instead of Misha. But, like, she's fine. I think I put her in, like, high B tier in my tier list. I'd put her a little bit lower than that, but probably, like, low B tier. She's just kind of, like... She exists, and... Similar to Ralph, like, filler unit.exe. But yeah, that's sort of how that is. That's sort of how that is. Can you recruit Xavier without the sleep sword? If you donate $1,000 right now, I'll throw the sleep sword in the convoy. Otherwise, I'm not fucking doing that. I trust we have an understanding, Xavier.
My lord.
An understanding that I'm the only general who will tolerate your worthless life. I could have killed you at any moment over these past several years, but I didn't. In fact, I made you my right-hand man. I trust you won't forget my generosity.
Right-hand man, I've merely done what I could to aid you, nothing more.
Yes, you've been quite the asset, and, if you'll recall, I've reciprocated that. I've granted your every request, within reason. Now, how many lords do you think would do that? What? Is something funny? Oh, is there something else you want, princess? Well, let's hear it. Out with it now.
Unless you can bring back the dead, I don't think you could help me.
Funny, very funny. Though it doesn't compare to your greatest joke. Your knighthood. Look at yourself. You're every bit the fiend as I. Worse, perhaps, as the rebels resent you as a turncoat and a traitor. Even if you were to betray me and offer them your soul, they'd never accept you.
I know that, damn it. I've prepared myself for this. After so long, perhaps I can finally show them my face to them, even if it's from across the field of battle. Enough. I'm just another soldier. I'm not afraid to face death.
Augustus, are you certain this is a good idea, splitting our forces in two like this? It's a necessary maneuver if we wish to protect Cassia's treasure. Besides, recruiting the hostages require 2 teams working in tandem. And how do we take down General Xavier? With great difficulty, I imagine. If you're determined to save him, however, I'd try having the hostages speak with the 8 adjutants. Perhaps they'll see reason. Just take care that they're not spotted by Emporia soldiers. If Gustav's men catch sight of an escaped hostage, the plan is ruined. Understood. Alright everyone, take breaching positions. By day's end, the flag of the Gay Bold will fly from Castle Leonster once more. Alright. We're gonna start turn 1 by getting a critical hit on the thief. And if we don't, I'm resetting until I do. The Day of Gay Bulk. It's a 32% chance. There we fucking go. You should retry and move important characters to Leaf side. I've done my battle preparations. Alright, so we have... Now we got a bunch of javelin soldiers. So I'm gonna put Sarah... Because they have 9 attack versus her 1 defense, so that's 8. She lives 1. So I can't actually have her fight them over the wall. On enemy phase. Tina has 2 chances to get this treasure chest. There we go. Okay, we got it. Olwen would one-shot them, just saying. The incredible... I mean, the thing is, Sarah also one-shots them. She just then dies to 2. Which is the same thing Olwen would do, for what it's worth. We can put Homer... Yeah, only 2 of them reach this square, so we can put Homer here. Let him get some Paragoner time. No Voog Ocean, so sad. But he has Wrath at least. Hearn is over here. Alright, let's... Now this side of things. Okay, I think we'll start by having Lithis open this door. Matcha Gotcha? Or we could do Trude Gaming. Asbel Gaming. Okay, so I think we go Asbel, kill the Lance guy. She'll proc lethality, just trust. I know Dire Thunder sweeping is unreliable because of the 99 hit cap, but it is 99 hit even in 1 RN. The problem is even reaching 99 hit on Olwen Dire Thunder is kind of ridiculous. Like, I think by blaming the 99 hit cap is giving Olwen more credit that I would say she deserves, personally. We'll rapier you. But it's also worth noting she needs to hit 2 times on basically every enemy. Oh, I forgot to give her real swords, lol. Okay, well... Misha's mostly here as a mage anyway. Let's be so for real for honest. Ralph going this way. Leaf going this way. Misha goes this way. Fred does need to stick to her like a magnet, even if Fred is a good unit too. But that limits Fred. Like, I agree that Fred is a good unit. But the idea of, you know, it limits Fred. It's the whole, like, you know, Ike Oscar thing, where if you're trying to have one person do the enemy phasing, enemies will just, like, especially two-range enemies, will just attack Fred instead of Olwen. I think it's sad that the few Brave Tomes we got in the series... I mean, Dire Thunder's a good player phase tool. I think you should use Olwen even if you're planning on recruiting Ilios. In fact, if you're using Ilios, use Olwen more, because you don't have to worry about breaking Dire Thunder over the course of like 3 maps, because if it breaks, then you just break Olwen. How bad would Dire Thunder Accost be? Accost is off of AS, right? Her AS is 0 with Dire Thunder most of the time. Dancer AI. So, if anyone is not aware, the reason I killed that thief was because now I can capture these dancers. You're warp rank. Heal you. Enemy dancers, my beloved. Xavier time. Unfortunately, I've been forced by chat to recruit Xavier. Xavier time. Woo! 3 luck! Hell yeah, 3 luck time! Xavier will be saved. Yeah, and as a reminder, we have that save state rule. I'm allowed to make 2 save states each map. So, you know, it'll be, this will be interesting. Is Ilios only A route? Ilios is only A route, yeah. He's also exclusive with Olwen. You can only recruit him if you don't have Olwen. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they do move. Okay. So they'll move on their own. Oh, bro's going for the chest. He doesn't know about my leg ring Machua. There we go. Ilios being recruitable isn't even hinted at. Yeah, it's like, it's so weird. He looks evil as fuck. I mean, I don't think he looks evil, but maybe I just don't judge a book by its cover because I'm a good person. Sorry. Alright. So yeah, the reinforcement thieves are to make it so that getting this chest is like basically impossible without Tina. Body ring, baby, though. Kaga had some really odd design ideas. Kaga's a really odd person. The fact it has to be Karen makes it even weirder. Yeah, right? Like, why Karen? Nom 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 nom. Perfect accuracy now. Fuck yeah. You pretty much need Tina, Worf, Rewarps, or a Status Staff. Status Staff only helps if you're willing to spam it multiple times. Because, there's reinforcement thieves. There was one here, and then this is the second one, and there's more. There'll be more of them. That, like, their whole purpose, it's, you know, what is my purpose? You pass the butter. Oh my god. Their whole purpose is to steal the body rig. Alright, Sarah can live one. Pern fat. He eat too many rings. He's fat now. He can't get on the roller coaster. He doesn't meet the weight restrictions. Alright, so now... do this. Alright, fucking reinforcements. Alright. Wait, the green units didn't move. It says they have movement, though. Do the green units not... oh, they're not moving because there's no path to the armors, right? The green units only move if they can get to their target red unit. Yeah. It leads to so many fucking traffic jams, too. It's, like, actually obnoxious. Will this guy capture the green unit, or will he kill it? He didn't try to capture Lith... oh, because they have even con. Okay. So you have 0 con. So he'll capture the green unit, but then we can kill him. Yeah, see, there's like even more. I guess if you sleep him on the stairs, it reinforcement blocks. But it's ambush spawn, so you can't really do that. Can they move through blue units? Yes, they can. They can. I remember the OG Japanese FE5 doesn't indicate which one the green unit talks to. One Japanese kid probably got Xavier blind. Yeah, it doesn't even, like in this one, I guess I can show y'all. The fan translation improved it. Because I'll show y'all after the enemy phase what the fan translation did. You get like Edward, Edgar, right? So they match up. Sean and it's like Stella, right? So they match up by letters. Okay, capture you. The two with the same portrait suck so much. Yeah, because even if you're using a guide and you know what the portrait is, you just get them mixed up. But the other thing is that, like, these guys don't have portraits, right? I'm pretty sure these portraits were added by the fan translation. They used to be generic. I think, I might be wrong, but I think they used to be generic. Frank, my beloved. Ocean is finally, like, actually doing good. After a million years of our Ocean being strength screwed. Never mind, he's still strength screwed. I forgot, the soldiers just suck so much in this chapter. Because they're the member card. Oh, fuck. Did I not make room? I didn't make inventory room. There we go. That solves it. Norian scroll 6 con. Iron Axe U. I'm honestly surprised Kaga didn't just make 8 items with names of which person the knights need to talk to. I'm not. This is, you know, this is Kaga we're talking about. Don't forget, you know, Kaga moment, right? Can you steal 9 speed? You probably can't. Fuck! What the heck is a long lance? It's like a steel lance with only 20 durability. I got a cold after working last night, so I'm not functioning at 100% brain capacity. That's okay. I'm not functioning at 100% brain capacity, and I don't have an excuse. But Matcha Gacha! Like, we just rely on the Matcha Gacha. We just rely on the Matcha Gacha. Why are they all attacking Ocean? I don't want them to attack Ocean. I want to trade up Sarah! Alright, Dagdar, very important job. Only someone with Dagdar's talent can do it. Thanks, Sarah. Move y'all, schmove y'all. Bum ba da ba ba bum bum. Bum ba da ba ba bum ba. Ba da. Fuck! He's too slow! Okay, we capture Iron Axe. The reinforcements. Oh, they have free rewarps? Oh shit, Dagdar, I gotta move you. Okay. Release. Rescue. Go rescue Rangers. Rescue. Go rescue Rangers. This is the easiest rewarp form outside of 16B. Shit! Fuck! I fucked up! I'll just move Dagdar off. It's fine. I always farm rewarp here. The only time I got a lot of use out of rewarp is Sarah rewarping around the long escape map to get the houses. Yeah, rewarp's not super useful, but like you sell it, right? Like that's the sort of advantage. These soldiers are so fucking stupid, though. I did an Iron Man. I rewarped Sarah in front of the door with 20 enemies, so the enemies with the door keys would all the way go around and never attack me. Wait, that's awesome. Is that, that's the defense map, right? Chapter 20, yeah. How much con does this dancer have? 6? Is Ilios low con? Oh no! Dagdar, we need your talents! We need your other set of talents. Oh, rewarp set is also a good one, yeah. If he broken if staffers had bulk. That's why it's good on set. He's like the only one who does, right? Basically. Hello to all of you. Hello! Ilios' con is his only bad stat. Yeah, I forgot. And it, like, doesn't matter because he uses Tome, so, like, lol, what con? Do we have a scroll? Because the Killer Lance guy, I just, like... Did I leave all my scrolls in the convoy or something? Oh my goodness. Alright, capture with the Iron Axe. Just steal the Norian Scroll. Both of my thieves are too slow to steal the Norian Scroll. No scrolls. Yeah, of like all the maps to forget fucking scrolls. Combat let this real. The one you just took? Well, I didn't steal it, I captured it. There's a difference. Okay, y'all go over here. Thanks, Sarah. In my first run, I grinded Lithus to B swords before Manster, so he's riding high off of the flame sword in Manster. That's actually so funny. That's actually so funny. Fun fact, if you thief away the Killer Lance on one of the Armor Knights, get rid of Gustav's Master Lance and beat him much easily. How do you feel about PCC? I think it's like a funny mechanic that basically everyone overgasses, like, oh, 2 PPC versus 1 PPC. It's a cool mechanic. It does unfortunately enable like too many broken stuff with like rapiers and whatnot. But Thracia is not like a hard game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I think it's cool. It lets me cope on Halvan. With what crit weapons? The first killer axe you get is stolen in chapter 14X. Was that a Salem miss? Thunder! Ten crit battle axe plus cap skill plus 4 FCM will sweep trust. Yeah, I mean, I do often just forget that skill gives crit in a 1-to-1 ratio. Like, that is something that, when I did my Thracia tier list, that was, I think, the biggest factual error is I said that a couple of units just like couldn't ever reach 100%. Which was just factually untrue because I forgot that. Oof. Can we do the blade? Yeah, I'll show you the blade. I forgot that skill provides crit. Don't fucking do this to me. No! Fuck! Wait, we can solve this. We can solve this, chat. It's miserable, but you can capture the Berserker from Eyvel's arena. Does anyone, like, genuine question, does anyone actually have the con to do that? That's not me, like, being sarcastic and asking a question that I know the answer is no to. I genuinely don't know. The highest con unit you have is Dalsin, right? Does he have the con to do that? Because I feel like he might. I just don't know the enemy con values. You bait him outside? Yo, the fucking big brain plays. All this for Halvan. Have fun in the walls. That is huge brain. Now I know exactly what Jacob's gonna do on the next Thracia playthrough. I did it, but I didn't even use Halvan. That's the saddest thing! That's so fucking sad. That might be the most deranged Thracia strategy I've ever heard, and I hope you know that I mean that as a fucking compliment. Like, this is the sort of game that it invites deranged strategies. Halvan's mostly fine, just having Vantage Sweep with an effective weapon. Accuracy moment! Accuracy isn't a stat, apparently. And I'm not saying that about the 26 hit. I mean, like... so here's why I don't like the effective weapon sweeping, is you're never hitting 99 with that shit. Vantage Brave Axe also works. Yeah, but like, imagine using the Brave Axe. I don't think Halvan's trash. Like, I should be clear. I'm trashing on Halvan, but I don't think he's trash. I think he's, like, decidedly a unit who does exist. I think he gets, like, I honestly think he gets underrated pretty significantly just because, or pretty frequently. Not significantly, but, like, a little bit underrated. Just because he's standing right next to Ocean, who both gets a little bit overrated, but also is just significantly better. I don't think he's bad, just there's a lot of better options. Yeah, Thracia is an easy enough game that you can make anyone work. And Halvan has, you know, perfect availability. I just think Vantage is a bad skill. Like, I don't really like any Vantage strategies. They all feel like they're either too unreliable or they use a resource that is too valuable for what they offer, right? Like Vantage Armor Knights in Chapter 14. Cool, look at the hammer's hit rate, right? I mean, hit rates in Thracia in general are just not really good. We've reinforcement blocked. I just realized we accidentally reinforcement blocked. Armor Slayer, not Hammer. Hammer sucks. So you're saying in order for Halvan to be good, you have to have already promoted him and grinded the sword rank up? I just don't see it at that point. The only Vantage that I like is I give the Vantage Scroll to an already bulky unit with Soul. Ilios is obviously like the go-to example, but you get a Soul manual as well, so you can give Soul to like someone bulky, like I guess Dagdar, because that's what the thing scrolled me to. And then like having Vantage on it ups their like reliability, because unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to think about it, look at it, whatever, this is a game of oftentimes just playing the odds, right? I mean, in the most extreme sense, you can never get 100% accuracy because of the 99, but I think that's less of a factor. I think it's just like enemies tend to, or weapons tend to have really low hit rate. So both you and the enemy are, you know, you're running the odds. Like right now we got 37 versus 85, right? And it's good odds, right? It's like Awakening in that sense, where reliability is not really a thing that's happening. It's just sort of a thing that you accept. You don't need Soul if you kill the person trying to hurt you first. But you're not one-shotting outside of Wrath. Like, obviously, the gameplay as it's currently showing is not doing a good job of demonstrating this. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I hadn't used a save state yet either, so we're restarting the whole map. That's okay. I can actually remember to distribute the scrolls now, though. But, like, you're running the odds, right? Rather than getting 100% reliable stuff. You're also not one-shotting enemies if they're, like, real enemies. These soldiers, they're not real enemies. Okay, items. I don't think we need these door keys, actually. Who's currently got all my scrolls? Who did I train up last stream that I just forgot about? Oh no, I have the scrolls, they're just all deployed on that side. Alright, Dagdar. Alright, I think this is good. Ilias needs more bolting. Alright, so once again, We're just resetting if we don't get this crit, although I should be on the same RN string. Nope. I never know how the RN string works in this shit. I'm going back to my FE7 RR run. Nice! Is it, my dream FE7 RR where Nino is the Jagan? This game looks pretty time-consuming. Yeah, unfortunately it is. I know, like, item menus burn some RNs. Opening and closing menus progresses RNs. Yeah, I don't know if it's all of them, or just some of them. It's peak. Nino over Dorcas. What happened to Dorcas? He became an Est. I put Est dust in his mutton. Every game that isn't Shadow Dragon is a time burner. I mean, I think it also depends on, like, if you're reading story, like, we're reading the story, right? And we're trying to fucking recruit Xavier. There we go. Dorcas with the estrogen. Enemy stat randomization sucks. It is very bad. It is very bad. Alright, so how we... I think Ocean goes over here with the hand axe. Homer goes here. I think we have Tina eat the skill ring, actually. Because then she can unlock that chest guaranteed turn 2. Salem here. Dagda, go here with the iron bow. You go here. Okay. Now, we go Lithus. Trude. Tina stopped having garbage aim, good for her. Me wishing Berwick Saga Lord Swap thing was a thing. I didn't really care for Berwick Saga. I'm sorry to say. I'll probably replay it at some point, probably on stream, with like a chat fucking please backseat me through this. But just the base stuff was so obnoxious. And it's another game like Thracia where like the RNG is just a big factor. Just getting... There's so many low RNG things. Oh my god, capturing that guy on the 3 Priest map. I was lucky. I didn't even have to really deal with that nonsense because, I got, like, RNG blessed or whatever. Just don't buy furniture. You know a system is phenomenal when the advice is just don't fucking engage with it. But, like, furniture's only one part of it. You have to go to all the different shops to buy, like, bows, arrows, weapons, shields, horses, etc. All the king's horses and all the king's men. They couldn't put Humpty together again. From what I've heard, furniture is actually pretty relevant. I've heard from different sources that furniture does nothing versus furniture is, like, actually goated. And I don't fucking know. Like, I don't fucking know. It's apparently tied to the main lord's promotion in some way, shape, or form? Unless that's misinformation, which it could be, who fucking knows, right? It lets you promote and recruit units faster. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a pretty fucking big deal, right? That sounds like a pretty fucking big deal to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I know that, like, the promotions that I got, right, were all pretty relevant. Like, Sazine gets a horse out of her promotion. That's a big deal. Horse thief. And, like, apparently, according to a guide on Reddit, that's, like, a big deal for, like, a map where you, like, you flip around or whatever. Are those enemy dancers? Yeah, and they even dance for enemies. Like, it's actually peak. Promoting faster isn't a big deal because it's for Reese. I mean, Reese is the main lord, though. Even though he's not in any of the side chapters, I would say, like, you know, you want to get fucking promotions and shit. Traditionally, Fire Emblem lords that sucked have been the ones that get late promotions. You know, Hector archetype. What are these soldiers fucking doing? None of the FEGBA games had enemy dancers. This is actually the only Fire Emblem game with enemy dancers. Like, I guess Hortensia now engaged, so that's not even true anymore, but it used to be. I mean, Hortensia is not a dancer, but she gets the dancer. Roy was the worst with promotions. Yeah, if you go bad ending, Roy gets his promotion literally right before the last map of the game. Which, like, granted, you know, obviously Roy Hate 2026 is cringe. Because Roy's promotion doesn't even really affect his viability because he wasn't going to be viable in the late game anyway. Like, his big contributions are in the first 7 chapters. But it is a feel-bad moment. Does Olivia work on the Aversa map? Oh, right! I forgot about the Aversa map. I genuinely don't know. Awakening fans, please answer. She does. Thank you, Awakening fan. Thank you, Awakening fan. For anyone who doesn't know, she hates Awakening. Alright, so we got rid of that thief. That's good. Give me a fucking vulnerary. I am not an Awakening fan. Wind Sword. Alright, so I think we have Misha block this staircase, I think that's the plan. Fates apparently also has the code for enemy dancers, but they couldn't get it to work. The big deal about promoting Reese early is getting a character's full recruit early, but paying to field her is cheaper than the furniture. So he doesn't gain, like, stats or skills or anything? Or are you saying the stats and skills aren't really relevant? I mean, I know even outside of the money that you do eventually need to full recruit everyone because, towards the end of the game, you lose the ability to get mercenaries. +2 to everything. I mean, given the way the growths work in Berwick, that does sound like a meaningful change. It's after 12-1 you can't get mercenaries. Gotcha. Thank you. The furthest I made it was the Fog of War map that the Bow Knight is... that's related to, like, the Bow Knight story. And I just, like, wasn't having fun. I think normalize quitting games if you're not having fun. Like, don't force yourself to play a game you're not enjoying. Sherlock moment. Sherlock and Holmes, baby! Furniture's for ranked... Oh my god. Imagine doing a ranked run that you needed to buy furniture for. I'm sure there's probably a playthrough on YouTube. That sounds awful. Oh my god, wait! Rewarp plus Dancer! Holy fuck! Oh my god, the Wombo combo! The Wombo combo! These enemies have such big brain strategies. No! The poison! Holy fucking shit! I just got Thracian so fucking hard. I just got Thracian so fucking hard. We need Dagdar to capture the dancers too, so I can't even be like, well, leave him dead.
I led an awful strange life, didn't I? But it's my life and I got no regrets.
The fucking dancer rewarp bullshit. I don't want to deal with this nonsense. I'm using Kaga's turn wheel. Is there a single Fire Emblem who says character who says thank you as their death quote? I would imagine no. Most people are not I mean, even if you're like, you know, you're the Fire Emblem character that's like thankful to die or whatever, you're not gonna say thank you. That's such a weird thing. Navarre says pathetic. Pathetic. It was an awfully strange life, but it was his life. I have to ask Kaga why he was so obsessed with, but they're actually bandits in disguise for random green clerics. Wait, when does that happen? What's that? It's in Kaga Saga. Ah. They do it in TRS and Berwick. Wait, when does it happen in TRS? I don't remember it in TRS. (26B). Oh, I've never done 26B, that's why. Because I don't want to fucking deal with that map. Mostly because I don't want to seize the South Desert Fort. The one where Arcus leaves you. Yeah. The map itself doesn't seem like it would be that bad, although it would be annoying, right? But what seems like the awful thing is seizing the fucking Desert Fort. Alright, what's this dancer's con? Can Ilias capture her? Yes. Con of 3, con of 4, con of 6. (26B) sucks due to saving Arcus being a pain and every enemy having a thief sword and boots chest being so time sensitive. Oh right, you do get an extra pair of boots for going 26B, right? I forgot about that shit. doesn't really make a difference to me. Like, I'm still not doing that shit. It means you also have to fight the Draco Knights in 25. I mean, they do. They will like start going for you. Even if you they will start going for you even if you go for the other fort, because they eventually, like, they aggro when you get within a certain distance of the fort, I think. The boots aren't relevant, the LTC skips them. I do someday want to make a video about why, like, movement is good even if you're not LTCing. Because I think that's, like, a pretty common misconception. Is that, like, movement only matters if you care about, like, turn count. But I've never felt like I was missing the boots in Tearing Saga, so, you know, take that for what that's worth. Good news about the boots is that half the remaining maps are just warp skips. I reach for mobility tools when I play games that don't have them. Shove in Path of Radiance? It's not even, like, really good outside of a few niche circumstances, but it's always helpful. And it feels satisfying to pull off. Give me Shove, Rescue, Repo, Dances, Pair-Ups. The Reposition is my favorite skill in all of Fire Emblem. Yeah, I've seen the killing of the dragon boss before. It's pretty wild. Shove is perfect because I find it's almost never have a reason to wait with my units. There's usually someone to shove next turn. Yeah, I think the big thing that holds Shove back in Path of Radiance specifically is it's only on infantry, and Path of Radiance is the game that, like, hates infantry more than FE4. I would argue infantry are better in FE4 than Path of Radiance. You also have to deal with the weight requirement. I like the weight requirement. It means that, obviously it means, like, you know, you can't, yeah, Trude can capture. Obviously, it means you can't, or usually can't, shove cavalry, you know, except for some Lagoos. But honestly, I think that's fine. You know, it further helps to balance it, right? Unless you're Mordecai. Well, Muaram can shove cavalry. Laith, I think, can shove some cavalry. It depends. Well, okay then.
you. I gave Mia both my stature frags so she could serve Boyd and Nephany. It's very funny that Mia is the bond ring with Shove on it. Like, that's just pure comedy. Given the amount of LNG, watching the LTC for Chapter 15 is wild because of the RNG. Today I learned Maya gives Shove and Engage. Yeah, at S rank bond ring, Maya gives Shove. What are you doing? Well, rip the killer, Lance. Which game? I think they're still talking about Kagasaga. Tearing or Berwick, not sure which. Probably Tearing, because Berwick has the dashes for its chapters. Radiant Dawn-ass game. I think Jacob's PFP looks like Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible, the Fred. Mr. Fred Incredible. Tearing 15 is the Sun and Frau map. Mr. Incredible. Chat, whoever told me to capture these rewarp guys, I hate you. Oh, we can steal, never mind. FCC, go! Rewarp sells for 700. Yeah, but this is Thracia. This is the game where you want the money. It's all about the money. $500 in the bank. Is there anyone who enjoys the Mogul map? Oh, the indoor cave bullshit? Yeah, fuck that shit. All right. Hell yeah, luck ring. +3 luck, let's fucking go. Yum, 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 yum. Alright. So now, we just need to recruit Xavier. Now for the miserable part. Sarah gonna sweep with Miracle. Oh god, another rewarp guy. Sarah gonna sweep for real, for real. Any advice for the map after Connemore Imelda? Do you mean the big defense map? You do have to kill the boss. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you do have to kill the boss. But otherwise, just, setting up defensively.
hard to go wrong, you know, in that case. Are you gonna use save states for Xavier? So if you, I don't know if you've been watching the playthrough, but I've been allowing 2 save states per map, just as like checkpoints, basically. DSFE save points. Yeah, basically. And I haven't used any yet because I'm planning on using them basically at the start and end of the Xavier recruitment, so that I'll only ever have to do it once. You gotta unlock saves. The save staff and TRS. The save staff is so goofy, but it's definitely a bad mechanic. Like, it's just, it's funny, right? We like it because it's funny. Thanks, Tina. I won the Tina lottery. There we go. Okay. You will never recruit Xavier. I certainly hope I recruit him, otherwise I'll be stuck on this map forever. How long are we expecting this stream to take? Is it just 1 chapter? It's just 1 chapter. But it's probably gonna be most of the afternoon, because recruiting Xavier... Damn, Matra's almost fucking level capped. I didn't even realize. We're gonna have to bench her when she becomes an EXP thief, smiley face. But yeah, recruiting Xavier is, obnoxious, shall we say. Chat, I've been running into a problem with streams and whatnot, in that I've got too many things I want to stream. The new chapter of Scarlet Hollow released a few days ago. Probably like a week ago now. I want to stream that. I'm thinking about getting RE9, but also it's is it like $70 or something stupid? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Leaf. And the 2 FE streams. Yeah, the FE9 one is more just like, you know, it's chill, right? It's called FE9 and chill for a reason. But the Thracia one... It feels like I need to be in a certain mood for Thracia, right? Chill by Thracia standards. We have been kind of chillin', that is true. Xavier recruitment is even hard, it's just really annoying and tedious. Yeah, I mean, if you don't use the sleep sword, it's hard. But I even think then, it's like, tedium is definitely the modus operandi. FV5 has a lot of stuff I have to be willing to look past when I play it. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. That's kind of what I mean, yeah. Item Kingmaker. Item Sleep Edge. I forgot the chest has a fucking door key in it. Heal you. The Armor Knights all having Adept and Movement Stars is so evil. Yeah, and like, that's not even difficulty, right? Like, that's just bullshit. I think a lot of people confuse the ideas of difficulty and, like, RNG, right? You see this with, like, that weird Pokemon community that's, like, all about... It's like this solo run randomizer thing. Oh, I forget what it's called. But it's like, this is the hardest challenge in video gaming because it takes 8 million attempts for the RNG to line up correctly. Fake difficulty. Yeah, like I think RNG is... Ironmon. God, they stole the Fire Emblem Iron Man name. And, like, you know, I think if you enjoy doing that, like, this is not meant to, God forbid anyone have hobbies, right? I'm not trying to say you shouldn't be allowed to enjoy playing in, like, a weird RNG way. But from what I have seen, there's a really antagonistic attitude from that community. Of, like, you know, Nuzlockers are babies because they're doing an easy thing and we're doing a hard thing. And it's like... You know, me when I do a gambling stream. The hardest challenge ever. Winning the goddamn lottery. Alright, we got that blocked. Hell yeah, crit. Hell yeah, crit. I want a skill-based tactical RNG with elements of RNG. The RNG can mess you up, but I don't want to feel like I'm at its mercy. Yeah, and I do think the movement star stuff is, like... I mean, I think that the perfect style of game where, like, the RNG matters, but you are not at its mercy most of the time, is Fire Emblem 6 The Binding Blade. The GOAT. Alright, which of you... Because I want to kill the ones... I want to kill the ones who are not... Who are not Xavier's friends. Hardest challenge, flip 20 heads in a row. Isn't that just unfair flips? It's 10 in a row, but, like, given the way the RNG is, it might as well be 20. Should be the 4 in between. Yeah, I just wanted to double check, because, like, it would be... Imagine how awful it would be if, Oh, Ocean should be the one blocking so that Pern can open the back door. Flipping coins is hard. My fingies get tired. It's fun to play around bad luck, but praying for the luck to let you win is annoying and unfun. What is it like from the general's perspective to see someone suddenly get hit by bolting? Yo, Machua axe rank up! Oh, right, I forgot. Dagdar. Accost Gaming! Alright, I think this is where we drop our first save state. It made him take more damage. Now he's F tier with Selfina. I'm sure there are people who would genuinely tell you that that's true. What Jacob said, but unironic. I fucking manifested that shit. So you go here, you go here. Good job, Ocean. Remember to drink water, everyone. Hydrate or die straight. Heal you. Accost isn't Selfina's problem. Her problem is being Selfina. Accost certainly doesn't help. Accost certainly doesn't help. I also don't think Selfina's F tier, because, you know, the Brave Bow exists. But, you know. She's bad. She is definitely bad. I always forget just how fucking good Brave Bow is. It's like 90 hit, right? Or something stupid. Compare her stats to Robert. Yeah, the only stat that matters is her bow rank, though. Like, her stats are not actually that much better than Robert. At base, obviously, you know, he's got better growths or some shit. I don't know. But, like, Robert sucks because his weapons are bad. Xavier and Sophie are the only units who can realistically use it. Yeah. Her growths are ungodly bad. They certainly are. Oh, right, Ralph needs a scroll, doesn't he? I forgot they all have fucking killer weapons, too. No, the movement star! Brave Bow is nutty. $14 might, 95 hit, 20 crit. It has crit inbuilt too, right? Jesus Christ. Using Xavier is unrealistic, so it's basically Selfina's PRF. Yeah, like, I wish I could disagree. I'm fucking recruiting Xavier, and I agree. Okay. Now they start schmoovin'. Now they start schmoovin'. So you're a random knight. You're the loser, right? You're a random loser, so... Eyvel can kill you. The crit stacks with Robert's FCM3 trust. Hey, 60%! You know, forget the fact that if you're using the Brave Bow, you probably kill before you quad anyway. Yo, we're on our way to Meteor, baby! Wait, we're actually at B rank. What the fuck? Okay, if I actually get Eyvel to Meteor, that's funny. This is the random guy, right? This is random guy? Yeah, this is random guy. Okay, so random guy, also you die. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Random guy doesn't die. If you aren't four-shotting with the Brave Bow, that's so sad. Yeah, but unfortunately, like, genuinely might happen for Selfina and Robert. Stats moment. Okay, Trude just fucking bolting this guy, or bolt sword this guy. Oh shit, the Adept proc! Can Ilios? He can't reach with bolting. Okay. Nicholas, Frege, Dirk, Andrew, Edward. Yo! Radiant Dawn reference! Let's fucking go! Okay, Sean Bean. Sean Bean's Mean Bean Machine. Y'all are good. Dagdar. Teener Beniner. Okay, then me in turn. Much like Radiant Dawn Edward, this Edward is only relevant for one map. Hey. Radiant Dawn Edward's relevant for like 6 maps. Wait, is she using a broken axe? Oh, she is, isn't she? That's funny. Okay. That's unfortunate. We just put random guy to sleep. Maybe 3 maps? No, I think he's relevant for 6 maps. Even if you don't count part 3, right? Prologue, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, and I'd say 1-6-2 he's relevant in. But then, like, if you count the fact that he can, like, block a legend 313 and 312, like, sure, that's minuscule, but, you know, it's what it is. Okay, little girl, which one are you? Nira, Sean Bean, Dirk, where's Nicholas? We've run into a bit of a problem. We need S. Who's S? Who's Sean Bean's girlfriend? Oh my god, Stella, why are you all the way back there? Okay. You're the rando. We can kill you. She's the last one. Yeah, this is gonna suck, ain't it? Okay, the good news is, with them all asleep... Never recruit Xavier. Look, I got 776. I got the 776. I was forced to. Alright, Trude, your new job is to fucking escort Stella for Sean Bean. Okay, random guy, then we trade the sleep edge. How much do we have to pay Jackson to recruit Xavier? That's a good question. Okay, so we give you the sleep edge. Physic, Ralph. Nothing, I'm not a streamer. Yo, if you said we don't have to pay you anything, then that means you'll do it for free, right? Smiley face? I recruited Xavier once. It's probably the only time I ever did. Jacob, make sure you stream a Thracia Iron Man where people can bribe you to, to recruit Xavier. Okay. Here we go. I will Iron Man FE5 at some point, but I'm terrified to Iron Man this game. It seems like it has both good and bad elements to an Iron Man. Like, it seems like it would be a good Iron Man game if it weren't for all the... Chat, you fucking lied to me! You said he couldn't kill with a grip! He killed Frank! He killed Frank Ocean! Which slot did I save the save state in? There we go, slot 9. Okay. Variable stats. Y'all, that's so awful. Okay, Marlon and me, and Sean Bean. You know who can't kill? Misha? Oh no, she doubles in kills. She definitely doubles in kills. Like, absolutely doubles in kills. $99 hit cap. I actually think the 99 hit cap is good for an Iron Man. Because I think an Iron Man should have some amount of, like, weird RNG you have to adjust to. Does she double with the sleep edge? Oh, it's 20, isn't it? But also, isn't our Misha, like, super buff? She probably kills with a crit. Yeah, she's got 15 strength. She definitely kills with a crit. The bigger problem is wasting durability? Nah. Oh, you mean if you double? Yeah. Oh, Misha, the Pegasus Knight. Yeah, unfortunately I have her on staircase duty. Yo, okay, this time he didn't kill with a crit. Although, why the fuck did he double this time? Isn't the Sleep Edge 20 weight? Does Misha even have the weapon rank for it? She's got the Wind Edge. What rank is the Sleep Sword? You trying to go out the office? I'll open the door for you. Okay, Marlon Brando sleeping. What's Sarah's defense? It's like 2. $20 weight, but it's not a tome, so it can be 0. I mean, only if you have the con for it. Oh, she leveled up defense while I wasn't looking. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Alright, so now we got Nira over here. Where's Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Cage is all the way down there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Leaf, just fucking rescue Nira so she doesn't screw things up for us. Sean Bean's going up there. So you go here with the Sleep Edge. Frank, Ocean. Okay, this guy's random. Let's kill you. The armors you're trying to recruit also have Miracle, so it's super unlucky to happen. Oh, do they? That's funny. Fireball up. So we have Frank Anderson, Marlon Brando, Sean Bean. Oh, I put this guy to sleep. Random guy. Okay, that's fine. Like, if the Sleep Edge breaks, it breaks. It's fine. As long as I can get all 8 of them, right? Okay, so you're Dirk, TMGC, you're Random Freeze. Okay, so Random Freeze. I was just rewatching Tearing Saga LTC. I forgot they have to empower Junie and 16 to Oko Moguls. That's funny. That's funny. I used Junie in my first playthrough because I love her, and then I found out that, Kaga had a Kaga moment, and it makes me mad. It makes me mad. What's worse is people still fucking defend it. No, it's not actually blackface. It's just dirt. Clown behavior. She got mind controlled? No, Kaga had a, brown-skinned character, but as it turns out, she was actually a white person who rubbed dirt all over her face because she had self-esteem issues and thought it would make her look ugly. It takes something to make a blackface plot worse than it just being blackface. It's not blackface, she just puts a brown substance all over her face. It makes her look brown, totally different. Yeah, but Kaga fans, I mean, I say Kaga fans, weebs, right? Like, it's the weeb thing of... There's a fucking Reddit thread that I unfortunately got exposed to last week. Where it was like, actually, did you know the real racism is when you say that Kaga's racist? It's not actually racist because Japan thinks that light skin equals beautiful and dark skin equals ugly, and you're actually racist if you say that's racist because you're not respecting the cultural belief that dark skin is ugly. Like, never mind that Japan is just a country that has a big racism problem, right? Okay, so you're snoozing. Who is the snoozy bear? Who is the snoozy bear? Because we need to get the snoozy bear's person over there. You are... Okay, it's Frank Sinatra. Who's the F person? Freda. Freda's over here. Okay. So with... Because sleep is permanent, so we're now in an actual pretty good situation. Kill the last Frege Knight. They should make a two-parter Fire Emblem game that addresses racism for the GameCube and Wii. Unfortunately, they did that, and they put a blackface character in it! As well as, like, creating world building that made it so that interracial marriage caused the marginalized people to get fucking handicapped. Fire Emblem Tellius is, it's one of the Fire Emblems of all time. It's racist to call out racism for racism. The real racism. Well, it's like, there's actually this, there's this, like, centrist comedy sketch that has the moral that the real fascism is when you call people fascists. Like, people do just unironically spout shit like that. These words, these definitions, they mean nothing. Okay, let's heal up Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph. It's called Gray Morality, Echo's reference. Yo, Gray! Gray moment. We love Gray. What did the Branded do? Spoilers for Radiant Dawn. Whenever so if a Laguz and Bjork have a kid, they become the Branded, which is like sort of a halfway between Laguz and Bjork. But the Laguz parent loses their ability to transform, functionally becoming handicapped, and it's also supposedly really painful for them. And the thing is that the game has, like, God say, actually, interracial breeding is okay. So people will be like, oh, you know, they said interracial breeding is okay. But they created a world in which you are quite literally biologically punished for participating in interracial relations. Nice movement, star loser. Let's move you down to here. We still got Frank Sinatra. Frida's over here. Okay. Manchagacha, rescue this person. I feel like interracial marriage punishment is meant to be a metaphor for how people view interracial marriage in the real world. No, because they do that. They have people who irrationally oppose interracial marriage. You didn't have to create a world where you are literally punished for participating in interracial marriage. Like, biologically. It's not societally. They didn't make, like, you know, oh, the society doesn't approve of this or whatever. Within the world of Tellius, it is actually just suboptimal to breed interracially. Like, they made a fucking racist-ass world. It's a racist-ass story. There is no defense for creating a world where if people have sex with someone from another race, they become handicapped and are in excruciating pain. They're not punished by society, they are punished by biology. Because that's a talking point that people have. Like, that is a legitimate talking point that racists have. They will argue that interracial breeding does, you know, taints the bloodline or whatever shit they want to say. They argue that there is a biologic reason against white people and black people having kids together when there isn't. Eugenics? That's not quite eugenics. It's... They all have to live until all of them are green. That's not true, actually. And I will demonstrate that by having them die one at a time. Like, I don't think the devs of Path of Radiance were, like, card-carrying KKK members or whatever, but they did accidentally create one of the most racist, especially Radiant Dawn, right? They did just accidentally create one of the most racist video game stories out there. I thought they all had to live until they're green. No, 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 no. They just need to you just need to get all the talk combos. I say only as if it's easy. It's annoying. It is still annoying. Is this the only game with enemy dancers? Technically, if you want to be, like, technical about it, Hortensia, right? Red Hortensia. Sloppy handling of themes and racism can easily backfire. Yeah, I think if you, even with the best intentions, and honestly, even with, like, consultation, because I don't know how much, you know, consultation they have, but it's not like Japanese people don't face racism. Because that's, yeah, I've seen the sort of the argument that, like, oh, you know, they didn't get any people of color to, like, consult or whatever, and I'm like, bitch, do you think East Asian people don't count as people of color? Like, obviously, you know, if you're the majority race in your country, which Japanese people in Japan are, it is a little bit different, but it's not like they don't face racism, right? So, I want to make it clear that, like, let's put you here. This is Frida. Okay, here's how we do this. Rescue Frida, dance for Asbel. They weren't trying to make a racist story, they just dropped the ball. Yeah, it's something that's, like, it's very easy for it to go that way. Alright, you go here. Take. Drop. And now Frida will talk to Frank Sinatra. Okay. Don't crit. Thank you. Perfect. My translation is Project Exile. I think I'm Little Manster. From what I understand, Little Manster is the most up-to-date one, and, like, widely considered the best. I'm safe, you can turncoat now. Get no response, watch your loved one die in front of her. But, like, that is actually what's gonna happen. I mean, he does respond. The green units do actually talk here.
It's you? You're safe? Look, there's no reason for us to stick around here now. Let's go home.
And by home, I mean dead. The best part is the green units then immediately start attacking the other guys. Alright, Frida. Talking in their sleep. Yeah, the sleep talk thing, it's definitely an oversight, because they're not supposed to be able to do that, basically. Oh, if I weigh Ralph down, then he should... Yeah, what if I have Ralph weigh himself down? I think that's probably the play. Frank used sleep talk. It's super effective. They meant the retirement home in the sky. Alright, so we got Charles and Nicolas Cage and Sean Bean. Who's Charles? Who can Charles be? I need a famous person, Charles' first name. That's Edgar Wright. Trude, who are you holding? Mia. Yo, Radiant Dawn! Amy. Yo, Radiant Dawn! Nephany, but with it spelled with Daphne. Alright, we got Sean Bean over here, Nicolas Cage. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. You know, it'll just end. We'll see what happens. Charles Manson? I never said they have to be a good person, just a famous person. Charles Martinet. Oh, the original Mario. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's better. Yo, Frank Sinatra dodge tanking? Never mind, the hammer of justice strikes. No! 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 Edgar Wright! What the fuck are you doing? Holy fucking shit! Okay, 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 okay. That'd be game design. He's dodge tanking with 0 void. No, that's... So you're thinking of Radiant Dawn. It's not a void that's set to 0. It's, all of their stats. So he should have... Oh, no, he still does have 0 void when he's asleep, doesn't he? Because with no speed and no terrain. So yeah, you're right, it is 0 void. Okay, we rescue Edgar Wright. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. I kind of wish Intelligent Systems just made a mute character where they're always silenced. The Hag and White has one. Doesn't a sleep character keep... Oh, right, they do keep their luck, so he doesn't have 0 void. Yeah. God, this would be better if these hallways were just a little bit wider. No, I think you want to take advantage of the choke points. I think wider hallways would make it worse. Because the choke points is how you get them to sleep. But yeah, Ralph weighing himself down. Oh, I didn't give him a scroll. Shit, fuck. Okay. No! Whoa! Oh, that was the one who already talked, isn't it? That was the one who already talked. Okay. I was like, why did you escape? Okay, we got Charles Martinet next. Oh, they're gonna fucking clog it, though. They're gonna fucking clog this shit. Daphne, Chris. Okay. So Ralph needs a scroll. Wreck-It Ralph, grab Leaf scroll. Okay, so you're Daphne, you're Chris, you're Stella. So we'll go rescue Stella. This is such a fucking mess. This is such a fucking mess. Chris Pratt and Charles Martinet, the Mario VAs. Yo, so true. So true. Okay, we clog like that. And this ought to be where we're at. Okay. Cool. 2 magic Lara. She'll use the flame sword for good. No, what the fuck are you idiots doing? Oh my god. You're blocking Charles Martinet! And Chris Pratt! Rally Berserker. +4 strength, speed, skill, but -10 luck. I mean, that depends on, like, what crit mitigation skills there are in a game. Okay, we'll rescue Mia. It's busted if the Iron Rune exists, yeah. Rescue Chris Pratt. Okay. Then we intern. Is the Iron Rune a Hoplongar archetype? Yes. Well, technically, it's a Thracia Scroll archetype. Okay. We'll move you... Heal you... You have Chris Pratt, right? Yeah, okay, so we dropped Chris Pratt here. Chris Pratt can recruit Charles Martinet. Should rallies have downsides? It would make them more interesting. I think rallies inherently do have downsides. The downside is you're wasting a unit's action rallying. Father? Oh, Father, I'm so sorry. How? How did you get here? Actually, you know what? I couldn't care less what miracle brought you back to me. Let's just get out of here. Never look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Yeah, about that. Bad news about that. And by get out of here, he means life itself. I just don't like rally bots. I mean, that's the downside, though, is you don't get any experience and you use your action. I think rally bots are cool. It's an interesting trade-off. Like, rally bot Annette ends up just falling off because she gains no experience from rallying, and so she finds it difficult to get into like the classes you want to get into. Rallies also require you to set up your positioning. It depends on the rally. Because, like, the first thing I thought of was 3 houses, where it's a single unit rally, right? And, like, your positioning does still matter there, even though it's only 1 unit, but I think you're talking about the range ones, like Fate's Awakening type deal. Engage also technically has those tied to rings. Alright, time to get out of here! Time to get out of here. Would anyone use a rally pot that gives -15 luck and +4 other stats? A lot of people would, because there's this idea in the Fire Emblem fandom that luck and skill and res, for some reason, are useless. Like, a lot of people would use that, even though they shouldn't. These fucking cloggers. Okay, we got Sean Bean. There's Edgar Wright. Chris, TMGC, Stella. Okay. Giving enemies up to plus 15 crit sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, it again depends on what tools you have. Hey, just what do you think you're doing? I have half of mine run off without you.
It's not what you think. I was only helping the Empire because you'd been imprisoned. Hey, wait for me! Wait!
Most realistic talk combo because she's gonna leave without him. Okay, where's Wreck-It Ralph? Wreck-It Ralph's over here. She won't be seeing him for a long time. The other thing is that it's worth remembering minus 15 luck is not going to give most enemies plus 15 crit against you. Because even if you're at 0 crit avoid, like an enemy will have like, what, 3-5 crit on you oftentimes? And I guess it also depends on the game's crit mechanics. Personal aura that removes crit avoid would be so funny. I mean, like, Arthur sort of has that. It's not quite how you would want it, right? But, like, it's a general vibes. Arthur's only enemies, and himself, Don't get fucked! Sean Bean is just killing all of his friends! Okay. Who's next? So this is Edward. Who's the E person? That's Mia, Radiant Dawn, Amy, Radiant Dawn, Edgar Wright. Okay. So Leaf, rescue Mia, Radiant Dawn. Clever reference to Mia not having a Constitution stat. You go over here. We release Edgar Wright. Alright, and then we end turn. It's Edgar Dagus.
I'm sorry for everything you've been through. All of this just for my sake.
Ah, Father, you're alive. My kin is safe. That's all I know about life, and all I need to know. Come on, let's get out of here. I think you probably need to know, how Fire Emblem status conditions work. I would argue that that's another thing you might need to know. Maybe. Sleep Edge putting in work. That's how you get this recruitment. Like, it's just kind of how it gets done. Sean Bean is so sick of dying. He has to kill everyone. Uh-oh. Okay, Andrew Tate's over here. Do they attack their own civilians? I don't think they do, right? So if we can get Amy over there, Andrew Tate won't attack Amy, right? I used the Berserk Edge. They won't attack the civilians. Okay. So Amy's gonna go there, and she'll recruit Andrew Tate. He might actually be allowed to survive, because he's not sleeping. Mother? It's all right, Mother. You don't need to say anything. I'm taking you home. Oh, fuck! He has a hammer! Oh my god, I knew Andrew Tate was gonna cause problems. He's gonna kill the red units when they attack him. I made a save state. I'm just gonna rig him missing. Kaga loves you. Oh, fuck. Dirk, no! Oh! Okay, we're good. Chat, Andrew Tate is dead. Andrew Tate is dead. Andrew Tate is dead. You fucking numbskull. Okay, Dirk, TMGC, and Nick Cage helped, but now Mia's trying to get to Marlon Brando. Okay, release Edgar Wright. We don't need him anymore. Release Chris Pratt. We don't need him anymore. Bring Daphne up here. Okay. We should be good now. We should be good now. Okay. So now Dirk TMGC is asleep, so we need Daphne over there, right? There's Mia. Daphne. Heal. I'd say Amy. It's kind of silly that Radiant Dawn has both an Amy and an Amy. Amy would win over Amy and Amy. Are we doing the Amy Wars? Stop it! Lower your weapon! I'm here! You don't have to fight anymore! Oh, really? I was just starting to enjoy it, too. I mean, you're safe. That's all that matters. Let's see ourselves out. Is that Sean Bean? Is that Sean Bean? Papa, stop it!
You're alright. I'm so glad. Come along now. With you back, there's no reason to fight for the damned Empire.
And then we just have Marlon Brando. Nicolas Cage. You gotta rescue the green guy? Nah, it'll be fine. See, he can't reach Marlon Brando now. Oh, fuck!
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Jump scared me. Jump scared me. Papa! Hey, Papa!
You're alright. Take my hand, sweetie. Papa's taking you home.
Alright, so now, at long last, we can open the back door. And then the only thing left for us to do is fight the boss. Holy moly. Imagine if sleep stopped them from talking. It stops blue units from talking. Like, green units just break the rules. They're hackers. This boss is obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, it's a Thracia boss on a throne, though, so what the fuck are you gonna do? Master Lance Men Thoron Vulnerate Adept Manual. Get fucked, loser. General Xavier?
Prince Leaf. Good. This is how it's supposed to be. I wanted to see you one last time. I've no regrets now.
General, what are you saying?
Need I spell it out? Regardless of my reasons, I betrayed the crown. I owed the kingdom a terrible debt, and that cannot be changed. The guilt rests on my shoulders and mine alone. My adjutants are innocent, and merely followed my orders. Their only crime was placing their trust in me. Spare them from your justice, I beg of you.
General, the way you've had to live. Please raise your head. I'm the one that owes you a terrible debt. I fled the castle thinking it would protect the people, but all I really did was abandon them. I failed the highest duty of a ruler, and left you to shoulder the burden. For years you've carried this weight alone.
Prince Leaf, I'm glad I lived to see this day. Didn't think it'd come so soon.
Xavier, I too must offer my sincerest apologies. I had erred in my judgment.
Tutorius, your words are more than I deserve. I'm...
Prince Leaf needs men like you, Xavier. It's time to come home. Serve him once again.
If these old bones can do you any good, they're yours. To fight against the Empire is all I could want.
If these old bones could do any good. I think they could. Not great, honestly. Xavier's like the prototypical general. He's got okay strength, great defense. He's nearly capped 17 defense, and everything else is pretty bad. Oh, his HP's good, right? HP's good. 13 strength, 3 resistance. Yeah, that's the killer. We're at the point in the game where magical enemies are gonna be a lot more common than physical ones, right? So, the fact that Xavier has such low res, plus a cost, I mean, thankfully his AS is gonna be slow a lot of the time, but Siege Tomes, right? A cost on Xavier is like almost always just a downside. Even Selfina can find upsides from it, but like Xavier's never gonna fucking, I guess, draining ballistas, lol. He has Pavise and Wrath too. Those are like good defensive skills. I think he's alright in terms of the physical bulk, but physical bulk really just isn't that useful in the later stages of the game. And the rest of his stats are pretty bad. Like, he's not dealing the damage you want, especially because he's not doubling stuff. His accuracy's questionable, even though he has high-rank weapons. You can use the Brave Bow. That's cool. You can shoot a Siege Mage on endgame. Yeah, like, there's stuff he can do. There's sort of this narrative that Xavier's actually a really good unit, but it's just not worth it to recruit him. And I want to push back against that because, like, I think even if his recruitment... I don't penalize him for his recruitment cost, and I still think he's pretty bad. He has niches that he can succeed in. Being a Wrath unit with high defense and okay strength means he can actually use, like, Master Axe, Javelin, Hand Axe, Master Lance. Well, lol, Master Lance. E-rank lances, by the way. But, like, he can use the 1-2 range weapons, and even though he's not gonna hit super frequently, when he does hit, he's pretty much guaranteed to kill because of Wrath, even with his mediocre strength. So, like, that's cool, but then you run into the situation of, like, well, but there's so many magical enemies that he can't really, you know, he can't tank them. On player phase, it's questionable. You can give him, like, the Brave Bow or whatever, right? And that's pretty cool. C-rank swords. Yeah, C-rank swords, A-rank axes is unfortunate. He can do stuff. Like, we're probably gonna deploy him. It's absolutely not worth the recruitment condition. And I would still say, even without the obnoxious recruitment, he's still just not very good. You can find situations where he can be successful, but you usually have other units that can be successful in those situations a lot better than him. He does at least have an Authority Star, though, so that's pretty cool. So he'll, like, boost other people's accuracy. Authority Star, therefore, he's amazing. Leadership Star, I guess. Yeah, like, Leadership Star, I guess. There's niche situations where a high defense Wrath enemy is gonna, or Wrath unit's gonna be good. The low movement sucks, but, like, it's not that big a deal. Because we are going to be approaching indoor maps, right? So, like, he's not that far behind, like, hey, you know, Ralph has 6 move, right? So, like, I don't even think that being a general, like, general itself as a class is actually pretty good for the late portions of Thracia if you had a functional magic stat. Because, like, hey, you know, you've got movement, you've got all the weapon types, like, that's fine. Thracia gives you enough deployment slots that you have space for +3 hit. You do, but how many +3 hits, right? How many +3 hits? Because, remember, we've got other Leadership Star units, right? I also think think it depends on the map. Like, endgame, surely you can deploy him. But, like, and then 24 you can deploy him, right? But, like, are you deploying him in 23 and 22 and 21? I don't know. There's just a lot of maps where I don't think you have the deployment slots to just deploy Xavier for Authority Star. It's like Authority Star plus whatever other niche use he's doing. Even endgame, I wouldn't deploy him. Oh, right, the Fenrir mages. Because the cost, right? Like, just fucking... A cost is such a shit skill. Chat, what's worse? Gamble in Fates if you were not allowed to remove it, or a cost? I think a cost is worse than gamble, right? I think it is. I think it is. It's pretty fucking bad. He joins the point to have one more move than base class. Yeah, he has a personal point of move. Like, the 6 move isn't because generals get 6 move. He himself has 6 move. I guess I should have clarified that with, like, general. I would say even Dawson, like, general's not terrible for him. Being 1 behind is, like, it sucks, but it's whatever. But yeah, like, it's just the fucking magic. It's just the fucking magic and skill and speed. His luck's pretty bad too, but like, who cares? Staple a scroll to him. Actually, luck doesn't even give crit avoid, does it? I don't remember. I don't care. He's whatever. He's whatever. He's whatever. What's this guy's con? Fucking 20. Okay, we can't capture him, but we can still mend. Thoron? Question mark? Can we steal Thoron? No. Current if he uses the body ring. Didn't I already? Didn't I already use the body ring? Oh no, that was in the previous attempt. That was in the previous attempt, right? Did you use your save point post Xavier? I used both of them already. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a post Xavier one. But yeah, I remembered giving him the body ring, but that was in a previous attempt. If this is how HRT delivery worked, I'm no longer wondering why I haven't received an update in 2 weeks. Well, 2 of the Armor Knights get to survive. Actually, a few more escaped, didn't they? One escaped. Okay, so 3 survive. Honestly, probably a better survival rate than most Xavier recruitments. Is this the map where Leaf promotes? Yeah, he'll promote at the end of this chapter. Damn, we didn't get him to 20. Wasted experience. Pretty early story promo. Leaf must be busted. I mean, is this early? We're near the end of the game. This is like slightly earlier than Hector's promotion. But I do think Leaf is one of the, like, better lords. He's sort of in the mid-tiers if I had to rank the lords. Oh, hey, I did. I mean, not really. I categorized them, right? But I did do the lords video. One of my favorite videos I've made. Probably the best video I've ever made, but not my favorite. In some ways, all experience is wasted because 0% growth is possible. I know you're joking. However, I've seen people sort of parrot that opinion unironically, and I think it's quite silly. What's your favorite video you've made? Maybe Mercedes or the Leo Forest video? Those are both ones that I really like. I really liked the Goto video, but that did not pop off. I think it's one of the better videos I've made, though. Alright, so now... Jesus Christ, he dies to this guy. He dies to this guy. Xavier dies to this guy. He gets one-rounded, doesn't he? He gets 34 minus 17. That's 34 twice. 60. Jesus Christ. I was gonna have Xavier fight him with, like, Wrath or whatever, right? But he just gets one-rounded. And, like, the hit rate. 9 hit. Yeah, this guy's obnoxious. Okay. Not gonna do that. 42 hit bolting, lol. Eyvel, what's your fucking graph caliber? 34, Jesus Christ. If he gets hit by both of these, he just fucking dies. Okay, Leaf with Kingmaker. Yeah, we just gamble it.
Ugh, you think I'll just roll over for you?
I'm not going down without a fight. Alright, and then Contrude get the kill. 27. Defense, fucking hell. Oh, we have the Bolt Sword, don't we? 10 to 13, nope. Matcha gotcha. That hit rate, though. That fucking hit rate, though. And she gets killed as well if she gets hit by both of them. Okay, Homer, what about you? 28 hit. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh wait, Matcha gotcha from this side with Charisma. That's 70 hit, 33. She'd have to get hit by both of them. Yeah, Matcha gotcha, you got this. Matcha gotcha, you got this. Ugh. This rebel? How? Just making sure we got everything. Yup. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. This is the last that remains of the Empire's forces. The last that remains of the Empire's forces has been dealt with, Prince Leaf. The castle is ours. After 14 long years, the Youngster has returned to its rightful ruler. Thank you, Dorius. I never would have made it here without your aid. I owe you so much.
You owe me nothing, Prince Leaf.
Finn, we finally come home, together. It's been our dream for so long. Thank you for everything, Finn. Lord Leaf, I haven't the words. I apologize for disturbing you, Prince, but someone wishes to speak with you. She's come from Ulster and... Ah, stop! You don't have leave to arrest the Prince. You're Prince Leaf, right? I beg of you, come to Ulster's aid. Ulster? What are you talking about? Calm down and explain everything from the beginning. I think you already know Ulster's situation. The only reason the city is still standing is because it's where its fealty to the Empire. But yesterday things reached a breaking point, and the folk of Ulster took up arms and rebelled. Rebellion. But the citizens of Ulster fight alone. But the citizens of Ulster fighting alone don't stand a chance. Have the Knights of Ulster joined this rebellion? I'm afraid not. We asked Count Connemore for his help many times, but all he said was to wait. Eventually we grew tired of his excuses and revolted without him, and his knights. That rebellion ended swiftly in failure. Then the Empire retaliated and killed Ulster's people by the dozens. Our city faces its darkest hour. Lord Leaf, you are our only hope for our people. I understand. I'll head for Ulster immediately.
Prince Leaf, we should discuss this. I share your feelings, but we simply don't have the manpower to aid Ulster. Before we do anything else, we should shore up our defenses and fortify Leonster.
I agree with Dirk Dorius' assessment. A frontal assault against the Empire has little chance to succeed. Don't engage them on their terms. Don't let yourself be lulled into a false sense of security just because you have your motherland back. Our victories thus far are because of the Empire's blunders. Don't forget that. Dorius Augustus, you would have me stand by and let the people of Ulster be wiped out? They sheltered me when I was but an infant, and it was Queen Ethe's love that kept me safe. Father would never forgive me if I didn't repay their kindness. If you can't understand that, then you can just wait in this damn castle. How disappointing. I'd hope you've grown into a man, but you still think like a child. Very well, my lord. We'll ride for Ulster. I'll take half our army now and lead a vanguard. You can lead the other half in the morrow, Prince. Are we in agreement, Augustus? Ah. Is this how... No. I shall lead the vanguard. Please, Dorius. The Prince needs you. We've had our differences, you and I. But we wouldn't be here without you. After this, you must devote all of your skills, all of your intellect to Prince Leaf's cause. It shall be done. Why not bring the whole army, Dorius? I'll go with you. We can get a head start if we lead our troops at the same time.
Don't be so selfish, Prince. Our soldiers are exhausted. The hope of liberating Leonster was the only thing keeping them going. Just take a look around you. They sleep like the dead. But if their prince orders a march, they'll push themselves to keep going, even if it means their health. Would you put them through such a thing?
You've the right of it, Dorius. I apologize. Even so, will you have enough manpower?
Ah, the motherland has provided that answer as well. Leonster's liberation will yield many able hands. Many who fought for the Empire did so against their will. Their numbers will make up for the absent half of our army.
Very well. I'll follow behind as soon as I'm able. Take care of Ulster's people for me, Dorius.
Of course. But before I depart, there's one other matter of import.
What is it? Has something happened?
Leonster once again stands free. The kingdom has been reborn. As the heir to Leonster's throne, you are now truly a prince, in both deed and name. Bring glory to your title, and live up to your duties as a ruler.
Yes, indeed. I'll strive to become a strong leader, but my fight isn't over until I rescue Eyvel. We have to see Munster together, Dorius.
I've tarried long enough. I must be off. May the gods bless you and keep you until we meet again.
And now we get promotion. The one time Augustus and Dorius agree, Leaf doesn't hear them bad things happen. Yeah, I mean, like, so tactically they were correct. But, like, ethically Leaf is correct, right? I don't know, it's an interesting moment. But we'll deal with the fallout next time, because things are about to go poorly. Good night, gamers.